strategically and all of that good stuff, and Dabs can just be the guy who to do it for EG.
All of the good stuff. Thank you, Maniac. Thank you, Yanko. It's time to get into the game, and there's only one commentary duo in the house to do it. It's going to be Chad and Alex. Take it away, guys.
It would be our absolute pleasure. Thank you very much, Stunner, of course, YNK, and Mathieu, Maniac qui crée.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you very much. I'm here all week.
Can you do mine in the Aussie accent?
Chad Sponge Birchall.
Yeah, that's pretty good, actually.
Thanks, mate.
All right, well...
It got worse. EG ViCi. I'm actually quite hyped for this one. I really am. Just because I haven't been able to cast Chinese Counter-Strike in, I would say, probably 4 years.
It's going to be a wild ride if anything is remembered from the old way they used to play the game. But quickly into Banana, they scamper here.
There's a lot of them.
It's going to be a rush straight into the stack of 3, and Obo's already lighting it up.
Okay, taking off ahead, maybe even a second. Yeah, Jam Young caught one just as he peeks away. It's one for Obo and Mihu as well. They've got 3 here. This is going to be a real problem if they... Oh my god, Mihu's finished the round right there. 3 already, struggling to keep up. Didn't get to see any of them there.
He's picking up where he left off yesterday, didn't he? Mihu with a lot of impact on the pistol rounds. That was, well, the story of yesterday.
Also, for anyone watching, just so you can really appreciate how strong this kid is, I think he must have the biggest biceps in Counter-Strike, because if his DPI, you just go into your game, if you're on 800 DPI, change your sets to 0.4 and see how that feels.
Yeah, look, we were having a bit of a discussion before we went live here. I use about 0.9 on 800 DPI, and for me, if I do the whole pad, I'm talking like a standard size mouse pad, I'm doing about 180-degree turn.
His effective DPI, which is just, you know, the calculation of exactly what it is with your in-game sense and your DPI, is under 400. Zoking's is over 1,000.
Okay.
So there's a little contrast for you, and we've got the MP9s, just should make mincemeat of them. God, he's done so much damage, nothing lethal. And now the Deagles have connected. Jam Young with damage, you can see a lot inflicted. Couple of updates to the HUD. Bossman CG is looking for your feedback. Ouch! Obo dunks onto Advent, leaves us in a 4v4. Actually, a bit more of a peppering from Obo, but it doesn't look too shabby so far. Getting worse now. Mihu stepping up to the plate, and I think it's just a matter of time.
I think you bang on there.
Alman. Alman?
Almond.
Alman.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Close to an almond.
Yeah.
But minus the D. But yeah, this force buy's fallen very, very flat here. Now, a couple of names to look out for if you're not too familiar with this ViCi Gaming roster. Advent, he's been the big brain of Chinese Counter-Strike for some time. Even tried coaching over there with Tai Lu many years ago. Never came to fruition. I don't think they listened to him, unfortunately. So he's doing it in the server. Kaze, that is the man who is from Malaysia. He's the AWP player. You've seen a bit of him over time. He even did that lovely room tour. Ormond now just...
Or a room tour, of course. Both are available. Honestly, it's my favourite of your Australian variants.
Do have a couple.
You took a tour of the local area.
You know, we haven't done the... I wonder if Nadine's listening. Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Definitely not. Okay, well, that force buy was very flat, but something to take away from EG's approach is both the pistol and that second round, the anti-eco, 3 players in Banana, ready for the Arge Barge. So...
Oh, we still got a lot of wired mice on the ViCi squad. I don't know why I'm telling you that and just making my observations. It's something I'm interested in, okay?
I feel like eventually the transition is happening for most, right? Yeah. I think not all mice, but most mice will end up that way.
My only issue with that is I just end up throwing them. I need the wire to keep it on my desk at times.
Oh, this one could be quick as well.
What's Kaze up to? Burrowed in, nice and deep, expecting CT aggression. He's not wrong to expect it. Cirque is in a bit of an aggressive start. He could go down. Zoking unable to do anything with his Glock, and there is just that one P250 no longer with us. Trying to avoid the SMG at all costs, so getting dunked by the nade ain't too bad. Looked like a double, actually, coming in from Obo's dunk. That'll certainly help him in the ADR department to start things off, but this will be the quick 3-0 conversion. Just Advent looking to see if he can get anything else done. He'd love to finish off that 2 HP Cirque. It's not to beat. Third on the board for Obo. An early start for him as well. 7 frags for the young gun and 5 for Mihu. So getting them off to a warm start is a very good sign for EG.
Yeah, that's perfect. The 2 new boys, look, if you can get Breeze activated as well, that right there is the dream. That gives a lot of buffer to Cirque to be able to be a little bit more risque with his AWP. And things could be singing beautifully for EG because this here is an elimination match, but it's not a progression match. You win this one, you still have to play one more best of 3 today, and that's just to get out of the play-ins into that main group stage kicking off tomorrow. So here we go, back with the 3-man Banana Lane. The guns are out. No AWP for Kaze just yet.
Do you think there's going to be, you know, a tactical contrast in any way when we've got such a staple Counter-Strike map such as Inferno? We're just going to see the same sort of progressions, map control. I remember back in the day, there was more of a kind of scrimmy, pack-rolly style to Tyloo's gameplay. I don't know if there's anything that stands out in ViCi's department.
Well, I think at this point you will be seeing a bit more of the standard, right? Waiting out that utility, going for the map control, the back and forth defaults. But then you're going to see some of that pedal to the metal aggression in the mix as well here as we see the standard rally of utility and Banana now. Advent being chipped on down.
Full bonus for 3 members as well. Obo holding onto his AUG, of course, but you got that FAMAS and double MP9. So should EG pick this one up, they are going to be head and shoulders above the others to start off this half, heading back towards mid.
Yeah, prepared for a bit of an arch lean here. Cirque and Obo in tandem over towards the long side. Breeze is on the site and he's own, about to be smoked off. Obo's going to put some bullets, and they peeked out before the smoke here. No kill, nothing lethal, but...
Is there a gap in that as well? Not sure. I think Cirque is locked off, but either way, they'll be deterred.
It drew the rotation.
It has. They don't have info top mid either. And Jim Young's there to continue to sell it a little bit.
Oh, it's on Mihu. He's going to get a bit of a attack coming through any moment here. 4 players in Banana.
Oh, it's only Mihu. He really is going to struggle. Now the util's coming. He's going to drop some of his own. Just looking to delay as best he can. Might want to challenge onto the back of that. More nades coming in. Zoking's ahead. Good smoke as well. They've got space. They've got the site. Advent's pushed up for 1. Should enable space for the bomb plant. They still haven't knocked Mihu off his perch, but the smokes are still up. Pushing through. Alman reacts. Breeze as well. Oh my goodness, Mihu is still a thorn in their side. Breeze making another short work of Kaze. It's only Jam Young into the 1v1 with 1 HP no less. He's not ready for Mihu. Surely play for the sound cue. Peeks in and a freebie for Mihu. Just the 1 contribution at the end of that, but the fact that he was the solo B player and he's the only one standing at the end of it does wonders for his survival.
Yeah, survivability at an all-time high right there, and it got dicey. The bomb went down. It was looking good for ViCi there, but you have to put this one onto Breeze, right? Coming through the smoke just here, spamming one down. The Tech-9 here on the side. I mean, as it fades, right, he gets this peek on in, takes down the player backside in dark, and the Tech-9 re-peek, he was not afraid whatsoever. Breeze setting them up for success, and as we were just saying, he comes alive. It's going to be a hard day at the office here for ViCi Gaming.
It has been a while, though. We were looking at his stats, weren't we, yesterday? Like, you just see a straight deterioration of 2019 LAN, 2020 LAN, 2021 online. It's just a constant downward trend. Oh, Zerk straight flying across mid for some info and a shot. Nothing connects. Kaze equipped with the AK.
Yeah, I think he tagged him just through the wall there, so down to 57.
Telling a lie then when I say nothing connects, regardless. Looks like a CT smoke's going to be deployed in mid here, so that might buy them some time. Not going to be seeing these smokes deployed, but they are starting to line them up.
Yeah, you'll see the A defense of a lot of teams do that early, especially if they go for 3-man banana leans, just to dissuade any of these faster, quick mid plays. So Cirque now has the cavalry arrive. Obo can tuck on in, and it looks like they want to contest here for mid control. Obo's position indicative of that, playing ahead of the smoke. He's going to get flashed in.
Oh my god, he is. Just taking a little look. It definitely caught them with the flash. Not much info returned from Obo. And I'm seeing so many nades thrown over. Look at that. The trails are flowing. The flashes are good. Cirque defending Obo's honor, and now he steps up as well. Advent trades need another. All missing. Cirque hunted. We do have a 3v3, and it won't be for long. Mihu not only with the frag, but the bomb now loose. Alman looking for that trade, and a hard one. Mihu evasive for now, but bomb retrieved, and he does tuck away. Okay, time for a bit of a mid-round. 40 seconds. Jam Young through the apartments, making no secret.
Oh, Alman just missed a bit of a smoke there in mid. That's going to hurt.
Chance, nice headshot angle for Breeze, and he takes them both. Okay, looks like he's woken up on the right side of bed this morning.
Yeah, this is looking way too easy, right? Those early rounds, they were very aggressive. It was like they were playing... I'm going to use the term disrespectful, and it's not meant that they're actually disrespecting ViCi. The thing is, when you are one of the favorite teams, and this used to happen to me a lot back in the day because I was a noob underdog, yeah. But the thing is, you want to force your opponent, right, to have to respect you. So ViCi have to start winning out, you know, the default rounds. They need to make sure that they're not just getting pushed and prodded. And then you'll see EG actually play the real style of CS. And we're seeing here quite the lean for them on the Arch side, at least within a few of those earlier rounds. So they've done their homework on the demos.
Yeah, super interesting as well. You know, we saw their game against Complexity. A really solid first half. I didn't get to watch the game, but I've watched the analysis and listened to what the boys were saying. You know, 9-6, just falling apart on that CT side of Mirage. So it's going to be interesting to see if ViCi have got what it takes to have a full competitive map, never mind series. Best of 3, of course. Ancient at the 3rd, should we require it. Obo.
They're going through.
Oh, they are through the flames and right on into that AUG. Mo's down 2, and already, just 5 rounds in, he's averaging about 2 per round. Obo continues to deliver. Just these
more here.
kills, and oh dear, a 3rd swiftly added to the mix. Not much more for Advent and Alman to do.
Yeah, that is a big drama, right? Kaze, 0 frags so far, Zoking the same. Need to get those two activated here. Kaze T-sided AWP, right? You hear us talk about it, doesn't really matter about the caliber of team. There's very few players who can wield the T-sided AWP with any success. Stan instantly takes down Allman Cirque onto Advent, and it's going from bad to worse here as the scoreline is 6-0. And lots of cash money in the bank balance right now.
Yeah, and Chad, I mean, it is 6 rounds in, but I can count on nearly one hand how many deaths EG have conceded. 7 in total. Don't know how many fingers you've got on your hand.
Well, I was thinking those mutant fish from The Simpsons have 3 eyes, so maybe.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's somebody out there with 7 fingers.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, if you took a bath in radioactive waste, potentially.
I've avoided that for most of my life. Maybe I'll give it a try.
When I was a kid, I always thought I'd become Banana Man. Do you remember him?
I do remember Banana Man. There was Apple Man? Was that his enemy?
That's not a real person. Apple Man? Steve Jobs? Obo's pushing. Oh dear, quick trade from Advent, but this is just going to be bloodshed. I do see that T-side AWP. Mihu's willing at least to contest a little. The smoke will deter. Jamyoung, this solo apps lurk. He can't afford to go down with the man disadvantage already, so he's so detached from the pack. Gonna have to play this one wisely. Plenty of util. Draws a bit more out of the CTs. Kaze yet to make an impact just yet. Got his Zoom banger in hand for this one. And it is Mihu solo B, but that didn't seem to be a problem last time. They threw 4 bodies at the B site. Rotates were swift. Mihu strong in his utility to delay. Looks like that's going to be the final mark. They're going silently, a bit of a contact walk and crouch. Mihu's going looking. It needs to be Kaze. He has to pull this trigger and he has to pull it now.
That's perfect timing. Look at that.
It couldn't have been better.
Stan's coming over now as well.
He's got the read. Mihu knows.
Oh, they're locked in.
He's even re-smoked it. Stan is going to lock him in. What do they do now? They have to respect it.
Oh, the flank's coming as well. This one's done and dusted.
Oh, Mihu, another headshot. Double kill from him. Stan just to throw the final blow. Only Kaze. And a bomb plants something. V2. Playing with fire, and yeah, just caught on the transition. No issues for EG yet. They are looking without a single broken sweat on the brow.
Yeah, and what's Cirque going to go for here? Has picked up the AWP. Thought he might want to grab an extra AK-47, but all in all, he'll pick up that big green. And yeah, money continuing to be in a good position over there. Max loss bonus for ViCi Gaming. I think we all know how that one works. And here you can see on our lovely little dashboard, there is enough cash money to buy on in again for ViCi. So we can see the AKs come out once more, but they're just not having any luck of things while they're trying to take this early map control, right? You're seeing early utility coming out on the other side of the map, either top mid. We've got Cirque babysitting with the AWP, Breeze dropping aggressive smoke in the apartments area, so there can't be any fast plays through there, like an apartment triple man pop. And it's just 3-man banana time and time again. Run boost, here we go. Okay, this is a change-up, though. Look, 4 players second mid right now for ViCi. They're going for something different. They're not going to butt their head into this banana wall one more time. They're going to be setting up for a bit more of an A piece here. How quick do they want to get about it?
I mean, you can understand it after just seeing those early frags always seem to fall in favor of EG. Cirque with a quick response to their utility with one of his own. Actually beats them to it. Locks them out of middle for now. I see 3 CTs going for early banana. I wonder if they're going to try and lock it down. Deep smoke still deployed. Stan will be parked and push the rest to rotate. Obo, Mihu on the way to support on A, but here they come. ViCi already up short. No resistance yet. Breeze in pit. Cirque with a miss. That's a problem. Double as well. Advent has the sight. They know Breeze is in pit. Mihu's arrived right on the scene and into Advent's crosshair. We have a first. Unless Breeze and Stan can do the impossible. 1v4 bomb tick and Stan just about now arriving upon the site. And the fact they just smoked off pit, they can ignore Breeze, ignore him completely, isolate on the site. Mihu caught out by that absent crossfire.
Curious to see how this one changes now. So that was them exploiting that rotation, right? You could see all the arge-barge, you were talking about it in Banana, how aggressive they were, how much info they were looking for. And in that moment, ViCi struck onto the site. They had to disrespect Cirque's top mid-smoke. You know, they had to make that play because at that point, it's a risk. You're going into the darkness. There could have been like a 4-man mid-stack from EG, but they're gambling on hearing all that Banana utility, that it's a good chance that they have just kept all those members over towards that other site, pushed on in. But how many more times can they get away with that? So this is the start. They can begin whittling away at this economy. But it's going to be a couple more rounds before that one is done and dusted. Yeah, so this is, the miss from Cirque.
How far off the mark was he?
Oh. Must have just been moving because the crosshair looked bang on, didn't it?
It didn't look like crispy line, did it? I think he was definitely giving
a little bit of the blur.
A bit of a wiggle on the A and the D key.
Still yet to see Zoking get a frag. That'd be nice to change things up. And now we're going back to a bit more of the default spread. Jamyoung over towards alt mid, dealing with the pushes. 3 up banana. Kaze dealing with any aggression towards top middle itself.
I just want to see them take top banana control, without losing half their health or their team. So far, so good.
Well, they've got what they wanted, right? They're setting up for this BX like very
Take
early.
util,
Here we
Advent.
go.
Oh, but they're ahead of it. They're just coming straight in. Stan, they know he's going to be close orange. Zoking's pre-firing, but it's Mihu in support. He only gets the one. It needs to be Alman to break through. Molly to deny, but the bomb will go down. Okay, 4 on 4 in the after plant. Rotate coming in, 3 from CT. Jamyoung's still in mid. He might be going for the dankest of flanks here.
Keep your eyes on him with a late flash here. He might set them up as these smokes start to fade. He could flash and they can peek.
He's opted for banana. They're boosting. Cirque looking for a way back in. That new box peek. I think he could have caught a glimpse. Yeah, he did, but it looks like the call has been made.
Save.
Pull the plug. ViCi will string together too.
Well, they got what they wanted, right? So they forced EG to stop playing a 3 banana lane. Because of that A play, they forced them to have to go, oh, we have to respect this. We'll play it over towards A. And they didn't just play a standard A setup. They played everybody over towards that short side. That meant the rotation to B was the longest it possibly could be. So just off the back of a 1-round win, ViCi have now started to play with EG's CT setup.
Is it safe to say these 2 rounds have come from reactionary Counter-Strike, though? This is exclusively, that's the util, let's go.
Yeah, well, once they got that banana control, right, it was very clear they wanted to go for it. And as soon as you mentioned Stan's retake banana control, it was like, okay, well, we know what they're opting for. Let's get in their face now. It's worked out perfectly. And you'd say one more round here from ViCi, and they've broken that CT-sided economy. So this one, round number 10, about to be very, very important here. Let's see, do they go with more of the same? Jamyoung and Zoking towards second mid this time, and Advent coming through the balcony. So another bit of a mix-up here from ViCi Gaming.
Whatever you do, don't fall to that early peak. Cirque does take a shot.
That's great info, though. Or banana. Are they going to react off of that? So far, they're just being held at bay. Molotov smokes, everything being dropped top mid. The EG do not want to allow them that avenue of attack. They want to force them into stand in this banana aggression. Stan's on his own right now. Mihu's even evacuated. It's just Stan. He will have to play more passive. Can't risk hanging around so close and personal with only a Molotov on his back. He's their only point of info, Stan. He's the only one who could jump for anything right now. If he goes down, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Miu's going to pull up his socks and start heading over. Stan calling for help. Flashed off the line. Top banana for ViCi. Zoking parked up to contain. Oh, they're going to pop flash. This could be the end of Zoking. Gobbles it up. Fully blind!
Hello.
Doesn't matter. Still finds the head. That's a bonus. That was supposed to be Stan's all day of the week.
And now it's a 2-2. Obo's rotated over to fill that gap.
They can hit A hard here. Cirque and Breeze to receive. 1 apps, 1 long. Dumping their util. Okay, I like the game we're seeing here out of ViCi. It's promising. Obo playing in from CT. He's been having a solid start. Good to see. 12 frags to his name already, and here comes the util. Looks like ViCi about to make the hit. Full blind. Mihu to support, takes fire. It's Zoking to open up proceedings. A gap in the smoke, but it enables Advent to find another head. Is that the end of that?
That might be the save call here. Breeze and Jamyoung might have a bit of an altercation here. He's chilling out here towards the mid pit. If he glances again, he might catch the timing. Breeze has spotted the feet to spam through. Oh, and he's finally gotten out of dodge. Cirque was over towards spawn. Breeze is in second mid, and if you're ViCi, you might even want to let him hold on to these guns. The hunt here is not integral. They have the money to do so, but they could just let him hold on to these.
Can I just take a look at that Jamyoung AK? Is he flexing on the haters there? Is that Titan Hollows I'm seeing? What's going on? Oh, it's definitely Titan. Nerd. Look at that. Quite nice on the Vulcan as well.
Yeah, pretty looking.
Anders did that little video about Jamyoung. I found it really interesting as to how he was recruited into this roster.
Okay, hit me with it.
Well, from my understanding, Advent picked him up and met him through the Pug Realms.
Okay.
Straight up just playing pickup games and said, hey, you're really good. Have you ever played in a pro team? No. Would you like to join the best team in our region? You know, like, that's just mind-boggling to me.
That's pretty cool.
Hey, you play really well. Would you like to, I don't know, sign a contract and be paid to play this game?
Well, there you go. That's an answer for all those people, you know, who are out there. How do I join a pro team?
Yeah, just play with pros and surprise them.
Yeah, all right. That simple, I suppose. Very, very easy things.
But that is, I mean, isn't that amazing? Considering as well that statistically, he's right there at the top of ViCi Gaming's individuals.
I think this is the thing, right? If mechanically, and we talked about this a couple of years ago, it's not something we talk about so much anymore because we almost have so many pure breed Counter-Strike Go players as opposed to those who have Source, CZ, 1.6 on the brain. These newer guys, as long as they're mechanically sound, you can teach them the way that the game is played. Rotations.
Look at Misuta.
Yeah, right? You can teach them all of those things. It's just through that, having the experience around you and some good leaders. Now, here we go again. It will be a buy coming out of EG. They've made this one work. Lost bonus definitely starting to build there.
He's ready for him. Cirque's been waiting for that fight round after round, and this time Kaze puts himself right in the guillotine.
Oh, Orman's picked that up very quickly here. It looks like they're reacting a little bit faster right now, ViCi. They're going fast up through apartments with 3 players. Advent, Zoking, and Jamyoung leading the charge with the MAC-10. This might be an explode. It's all on Breeze.
If Jamyoung just bounces out of this balcony, draws the crosshair, even some damage, it would be great on the MAC-10. Smoked off, here he comes.
Blind.
All blind, Jamyoung's not got it. Zoking has more impact and entries from Zoking, a double as well. First on B, now on A. He's got 4 frags, but they are all impact round converting frags.
It might be a save call immediately here. Look where Mihu and Stan are. They're in no man's land. Oh, might have a chance here to find a freebie if Orman starts looking back in towards second middle, but he's aware of the potential flank. It's just Cirque over towards Library, the only real player to contest with. And I think that's it. Guns are called off. Save is on the docket.
Breeze was so blind. Where did that flash come from? Just over the chimney?
Top mid, yeah,
Okay.
Came from top mid on that, and you could see his indecision, right? It's a difficult position to play. And during that, if you were taking a little bit of a look at your radar, ladies and gents, you would have seen Cirque in transition over towards B and Obo coming back over towards A. So it was literally just Breeze on the site. I want to respect what Jamyoung did there as well, because you see he didn't stop and go for that kill. He made space, right? And he had the MAC-10. That's the job of your entry fragger, to make that space. But here it might get a little bit interesting. Are they going to run into Stan? Toking is so lucky he doesn't know it. The AWP can be scavenged, and okay. Yeah, mission accomplished all in all. 7-4 scores on the doors, and wow, this is starting to get competitive. It was a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, we haven't seen EG's money broken yet. Always been able to present a pretty resistant defense. I think this one, no real exception, just a FAMAS for Obo.
Yeah, the fact is all of these rounds here have had the bomb go off as well for ViCi. So being able to get into these bomb sites, it hasn't just been through elimination alone. Here's the run boost one more time.
Karza, you just can't fall again in that open. I want to see some impact on that T side AWP. Dan and Mihu, the partnership towards Banana side. Cirque and Breeze is very common crossfire. Very hard to break. And it looks like Zoking and Jamyoung again give it a go. Very, very hard to break this, especially with aimers like Cirque and Breeze. Got to play this smart. The lovely flash you could throw. Breeze goes looking. Down to 12. Jamyoung does fall though. EG with the advantage, and it looks like Stan's edging. The flash is enough. Deters Alman from the chance.
Oh, feels like they might have to go for a B-exec here, ViCi Gaming. Hard to deal with Breeze now that he's got one and gotten away. HP, look, it's not going to play a huge factor in this considering he is the A anchor. And now they're retooling in Banana. So they have 2 smokes. They can smoke Coffins and CT. There's flashes and a couple of Molotovs, but it's all going to come down to how many players can they keep alive as they enter into this site.
You can really see Zoking's sense as well, can't you? I mean, I know he's 400 DPI, but it's still 2.35 in-game. That's nuts. Here comes Stan. 1. Easy for Mihu as well, and the rest likely to follow. Karze and Alman running out of options, and looks like the bomb has fallen as well. Got 30 seconds in the whole squad. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a save simulator. Good luck, have fun to Karze. He's got money. Would love to be able to keep hold of it regardless.
Yeah, look at Advent there as well. He's got 11 grand to his name. We've got 6.5 there on Jamyoung. We've got Orman up at 6.2 as well. So plenty of cash here for ViCi for the tail end of this half, but it might get taken away regardless. Breeze is close enough. Karze looks aware, and oh, back turn. Breeze goes down. There's a second kill. It's going to be great for the stats, but that's not a whole lot of impact that we're looking at with that frag. Round timer expires, round onto the board, and EG, they break the streak. We're now up to 8-4. Well, the half is won right now, and this is what I was talking about, right? You can see they've gone for the lurk smoke more towards the front of sight so they could focus towards spawn, but just running through the grey screen, way too easy. Just way too easy there to get mopped on up. And yeah, I think Jamyoung losing that fight towards Breeze there in apartments, it's so difficult. When you're the guy aggressing, you're setting the tone of the fight. If you're the guy sitting and holding, you take a split second of concentration away, and you are going to lose those duels. Back again with a bit more of a presence right now. They've stopped battling for this banana. I think they've been dissuaded more than enough times, at least within the early stages.
Yeah, it was interesting just to see Cirque's protocols there. Like, when he has the spawn, he wants to make sure he fires at least 1 bullet, shows the AWP presence banana, and then just goes to set up a flash for the Stan.
So much damage.
It is good damage. Stan's, however, walks right on through, tucked in on logs. Oh, and a great shot from Cirque. Alman was quick to jump across, but not quick enough. Now back to mid to try and force off the line. Obo is going to be denied with the smoke.
Stan's pushing.
Tracer fire will be visible. Stan is pushing all the way to T-Ramp. They're not ready for it. Good damage, double as well. Stanislaw just taking the round into his own hands there. That is a crucial double kill. Jamyang trying to claw something back into contention. 8 HP, it's too much, takes 1. Maybe Advent's been handed something he could manage and work with. They're going to have to respect the potential rotate to B, so 1v2 here on A. There's Obo, good find, tames the spray. 2 to his name already, 2 more to find. Mihu playing short side, tucked in mini pit.
This is so hard to break here for Advent. You've got Cirque playing passive on B and towards Ruins. So even if he tries to go mid to B, he's going to be spotted from a mile away. Cirque can play reactive if the guy goes banana and tries to plant, can play off those sound cues. And Advent has no idea. He's just going to walk into the AWP here. This is a very, very tough one. Didn't really have much hope in that 1-on-3 anyway, but there it is. Cirque will pick up the kill. 9 rounds now for EG, and they continue to pound on these rounds. This is where you might see a complete pace change out of ViCi, like a set piece. If you have a pocket strat, right, this is their map choice, right? They've gone into Inferno. If you have like a fast set A execute, or you want to go for something a little bit more all-in, maybe now would be the time, because these defaults are being disrespected by Stan right here.
Is it safe to assume that it's hard to have super tier 1 protocols when you're playing in a region where you don't need them to succeed?
Yeah, because in your region, you're respected by everybody because you're the best.
Like if you're heroic right there's a flash before Alba jumps across. That's something, you know? It's just those tiny little things that don't go punished in your everyday game. Zoking's dead already.
They wanted to pace change. They wanted to just run up middle. Look at all the smokes on the A bomb site. If you look at your radar, right? You can see one deep over towards pit. You can see one there over towards the arch side. They wanted to go fast, but they've been pushed back, and now they're going banana.
Only one man there. Stan just about buys himself enough time as the incendiary does land. Mihu is charging knife out. I think Stan got a maybe tiny little gap he could have exploited there if anyone fancied walking up on that smoke.
Bit of a B-stream update here within the mid-round as well. Sprout taking Team 1 on right now. You can check that one out. Just add a B to the end of the URL or go to live.intelextrememasters.com.
Okay, Obo smoked off. Very familiar territory for him. Hasn't been having issues here, really. Oh. Just his crosshair placement. He's going to finish off Advent if he's not careful.
They're going back towards B again here with the bomb. This is very big.
That's the gap I was talking about. Nothing for him. Didn't catch a glimpse of Almond Cross. He might molly him out. Ooh, is that going to spread? Lives on. No swing. They are battered and bruised as well. Good flashes. It looks like they want to try and commit here. Stan with the counter flash. They do take down Mihu. One more away from the site. Getting across. The whole squad now into B. This is the most progress we've seen out of them with this many hearts still beating. Time to see if they can establish a solid after plan.
Well, they're playing heavy towards Ruins right here. 3 players, Kaze, Jamyang, and Orman, and towards the back of the side. The peak from Advent, very audacious.
What is he up to? Feeds Cirque away in. And the rest on their way. They start to gather resources. Smoked off on construction. That will channel them all into Kaze's coffin hold. Lots of space taken now. These headshot angles. He's not got the spray either. It's just falling apart here. 1 by 1. They take the exchange. If only he could deny. Obo defends and very quick on the trigger. That will be 10. And ViCi just slip on that banana skin.
Yeah, Advent there towards the back of the side. Curious what he was thinking with that peak. Maybe he was hoping just to get a bit of a jiggle with information, buy his teammates a bit of time, but they were pinned, right? They were pinned. Once they took that site and they had everybody gravitate towards the coffin side, what are your options? You go and take Ruins as a team, which is going to put you into the crosshairs of potentially waiting CTs, or swing back out as a unit and fight towards spawn. So was not ideal by any means whatsoever, but here we go. Final round here of the first half, and ViCi would love a 5th round. They've got a couple of Galils in the mix, and Obo disrespecting. He's going to burn on down. That is a great opening. That is a very good way for ViCi to kick this one off. A number advantage for once.
Yeah, I mean, that is horrible. That you get slowed down in the molly by the nade. Now Almond's made it 2. Here we go. ViCi looking for their 5th.
Mihu the menace, though. He's still here.
Yeah, he can make this costly. They have no excuse. ViCi got to just hold on to this. You've got so much time. No need to take an untradeable duel. Advent just throws his body into the Mihu beast, and already that gap starting to close. They do have only 1 on A. They're starting to collapse upon it. Breeze actually attracting to that smoke as opposed to playing it passive. He wants to try and keep them at the door. It's a great pop flash. He's full blind. He should be dead. Okay. It's a bit of a Mickey Mouse operation at times, isn't it?
Well, this could be huge for Mihu here. He's found the gap, and that smoke towards arch side. It's a 1-on-4 situation. He's behind them. Zoking's gone down. He can't get it done. Jamyang will finish him off, and that's 10-5 on the half for EG. Looking good to kick off day number 2 and stay alive here within the play-ins.
So going up against ViCi is definitely like a very unknown entity for us because we never really played the Chinese or like Asian teams in general. I played ViCi myself actually a long time ago when I was in Cloud9, I want to say, and they actually like destroyed us. It was in the Katowice major in 2019, and I was really shocked. So hopefully that doesn't happen to me this time, but they have a different roster now. They have only 1 or 2 players from the previous roster, but it's still, we can't, what I'm trying to say is we can't underestimate them because they definitely can beat tier 1 teams if they're all on their A game, because they all have insane aim. That's one thing I noticed about the Asian scene is they have really good crisp aim. I think they might be lacking a little bit, tactically speaking, but who knows, maybe they've been watching all our demos and they're gonna do everything we do. We really don't know because we haven't seen them play for 3 months now, so we just gotta play our own game versus them and don't underestimate them, basically.
Hey Future Pros, we have another execute for you and your friends to learn. This execute will help when you are taking the B site on Mirage. For this setup, you will need at least 3 Future Pros and 3 smokes and optionally a bunch of flashes. Let's break this down. Future Pro number 1, you'll be throwing one of the arch smokes. To do this, line yourself up with this corner of the cracked stone floor. Aim at the left side of this dark squarish smudge on the wall, then simply jump throw the smoke. Since you threw this from close to mid, I would recommend wrapping around cat to get to B or maybe holding off rotations in mid. Future Pro number 2, you will throw the other arch smoke. To do this, line up with the middle part of this window. Aim to the sky and position your crosshair so it is in the middle of the antenna and the overhang. Then throw the smoke normally. Future Pro number 3, you will be smoking off the window leading into the B side. To throw the smoke, get yourself into this corner. Aim at the corner of this large tower, then jump throw the smoke. Nice and easy. With all 3 of these smokes thrown, taking the B side should be much easier than it would be without them. To make this even easier on your team, get your players to lob as many flashes as possible over the top of B. And as always, good luck.
The Evil Geniuses, 10 rounds to the good in the first map of this best of 3. This is for survival. Loser does lose out of their chance to the main event of IEM at Cologne. And the winner will have to go ahead and play one more best of 3 for that spot at the main event. This is the lower bracket. A loss to complexity putting ViCi here. Evil Geniuses representing North America and certainly chock-a-block full of talent. We witnessed the star performance out of Mihu for Evil Geniuses. Not enough to pull them across the line, but regardless, they're here now. Stan, not the only mind involved in Evil Geniuses Counter-Strike. You can see him now. Daps joining the roster back from his short holiday to the Valorant realms.
Damian Steele.
Damn.
It's a pretty nice
I
name,
remember
isn't
doing
it?
the Face It Major with him
Yeah.
and just having so much fun introducing Damian Steele.
It's a really cool name. Him and Justin Savage. Imagine them on a team.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, well, let's get this pistol underway. 1x.
Julie's an armor.
You know how I feel about
I
those.
know how you feel about
You know
them.
how I
But
feel about
Zoking's
these.
pulling them out, and now we're having a Zoking round. Look at his sense, everybody. This is 2.35 in-game sensitivity, 400 DPI. It is silly. Let's see if he can go ahead more impact frags. He's so far, I think, basically 100% of his frags have converted into rounds. We saw those double entries back to back. And speaking of impact, here's Mihu, 14 frags so far from the first half. He's actually fully equipped with util, perhaps a bit of an A-pop. Stan's got the same. And he's positioned towards T-Stairs. So a bit of an interesting spread from EG to start us off, Chad.
Yeah, just wait and see if there's any early aggression out of ViCi, which is fair enough. We can see Advent right now on the radar. He's number 0 for everybody playing at home, and he's playing that swing position. This is a very difficult line he's holding. If they walk up and go arch side, like he's dead and the round's done. But to be able to help out that B bomb site, be there very quickly. And that does look like where the hit is coming on in. Retooling and regathering now. Mihu has joined the pack. That utility you prefaced should be raining in onto the site very, very soon. And the boost of Orman, well, that could be everything here.
They plan to do like full CT coffin smokes?
I think that
One for the
he wanted to throw it from the same position here, but they've worked it out. Here we go.
Smokes are in. Alman will be able to see over it. I like the boost. This is going to be profitable if he can find the head, repositioned, lots of Glocks in play. Cirque's the one to draw blood. Advent can't do anything. Locked down by that. Peppered
damage.
through. And now with the bomb down, they've got 2 smokes.
No kid.
No kit.
And some jewelies.
Dan, one click of the mouse and Jam Young forced to watch as this one transpires. Couple more for Breeze. Oh, it's all too easy.
Even fire the
flashing it.
jewelies?
Didn't even get to pull the trigger on him.
Ah, well, that's the pistol round done. Just how many can Orman take? The answer is 0. Everybody from EG stays alive, and I think this really lets you know about the state of the nation right here. Things not looking good for ViCi whatsoever. Dropping both pistol rounds now. And this is on the CT side where you were hoping they could start to use some of that aim if you just caught Rush in that interview talking about how the Chinese teams do have good mechanical ability. It's just when you come over to play the top echelon of Counter-Strike, you're having to learn in the server.
Yeah, and you know, he talked about, I don't know how many demos they've watched. I would argue that you could watch as many European demos as you want. If you're not playing against it daily, how are you going to learn those lessons?
Yeah, there's watching and then there's understanding.
Yes.
They're 2 completely different things. Now, it's a 3-man B lean towards top banana here. Jam Young, he's doing a bit of a boomage over towards Sandbag. Zoking trying to help him out. The jumping UMP of Stan, it's not going to convert just yet. He eventually gets the kill, and Zoking with that snapping turtle is here to help on out. But
He's got Advent as well. Maybe a weapon to be retrieved. He'll take a UMP. That's certainly an upgrade.
they want to boost. It looks like there's a conversation going on here. That smoke and fall back has been called. So a 4-on-4 now, but it might come down to a CT-sided gamble from ViCi. Do they want to stack with their remaining players, or do they want to just try and play out this mid-round on even pegging in a 2-2 split? Looks like the latter has been called as this boost is now in play once more.
2-2 split with a distinct weapon advantage for the UG boys. Smokes are coming in. Looks like the commits as well. Here comes Obo, just trying to forge a path off the flash. They push through. Good find from Zoking. It won't make more than 2, but it is at least maintained a relatively competitive scoreline. However, with the scouts...
The double scout B retake. Everybody's favorite. Everybody's absolute favorite. You know, that's just so mobile and there's never any smokes or close corridor angles to have to clear. It's always an easy one, as now it is just Orman. You know, I don't actually mind the double scouts on a force by over towards A, because it's cool, because what you can do is you can maybe have one guy up in apps, you can have one guy long or short, and you can even pick down mid for a cheeky pick, right, and then drop back to another passive line, drop back to another passive line. But it kind of hedges on your 3 guys with pistols on the B bomb site staying alive.
Just like on a pistol, going double smoke is great, but it hinges on you not letting them into the bomb site immediately.
Yeah, like the ideas, you can see where they want to go with them, so the concepts are there. The problem is they just haven't been able to pull them off. Not sticking the landing right now are ViCi. And with that force buy, that means they're going to find themselves in a bigger hole. This should be the eco. That one scout of Orman will be the only weapon wielded. Maybe a couple of P250 upgrades, but all in all, should be keeping it honest here. And EG are looking good for their 13th. Here's the pushing towards that B bomb site. Breeze taking down Advent, trying to get cheeky in that smoke push, and Cirque over the top. So nice and easy here for EG. Now, the winner of this matchup will play Mouse Spawns. That game right there determines who goes into the main event. So EG Mouse could be a very, very good game later today. Make sure you stick around, or at least set an alarm for that one.
Yeah. The NIP Mouse Sports rivalry brewing on Twitter as well. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I missed it.
Ooh,
Was it just the Orgs?
It's the Orgs. They're
Okay.
getting spicy though. Like I think it was because there was some NIP comms that got translated, which basically said it's only Mouse Sports.
Oh,
and they
okay.
needed to beat them at Flashpoint and
Alright.
a couple more. And
Alright.
they made like a meme video. NIP, of course, responded after locking themselves in for the main event.
Well, that's always fun. It's in good spirits.
Yeah, but I mean, Mouse Sports EG, but as a potential matchup for a spot at the main event, that's one I'm certainly going to be looking forward to. I think that's due to be the 3rd game of the day.
Let me have a little bit of a gander here. We do.
So Harry and Hugo will be guiding you through that one as your final. Mihu getting the bomb down to wrap this one up. They're all gathered on B. I guess they might just want to go for a second bite of the cherry.
I just have confirmation from our lovely producer, Mr. Tom Eric, said Mouse Sports is 3rd. So it's great to have him in our ears all the time. And also, I don't know, but I spoke to our friend Rushley. He said that his little audio issue he had yesterday is fixed. So we might be able to bring him in, but I don't know. I don't know if we should, because he's really focused right now.
What's going on? Hello?
Hi, Rush.
Can you hear me?
Are you having fun today?
Yeah, it's all right. How you guys doing?
We're all right. Just witnessing some interesting Counter-Strike here today. Do you think this one's done in 2?
Oh, I don't know. I think ViCi going to pull it back. 3 mapper, that's what I
You
think.
think they're going to keep it tight?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Real tight, real loose. Reel everything, boys.
All right, well, let's see how this gun round goes, shall we? Let's rush the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the 1s and 2s.
Obo's ahead of the mollies. Don't know if he wants any more of that. He'll hear the sound cue. He knows one's close. Pins are pulled. He does look to strike. It's Almond tagged, but it's a good response from Advent. Burning now, force forward, stand close as well with the MAC-10. He's low. He's looking like a little indecisive. Does opt to tuck on in. Zoking Advent split in that 3-2 defense. Man advantage. This is what they have to hold on to, Chad. I mean, we've noticed before, it's not often the numbers game is perfectly played.
It's curious to see that they're not just going for a B execute now, especially after losing that first man. Because if you get the banana control and you lose a player, maybe you could just execute and go into a 2v4 on the site. But they're opting to try and play out these CT-sided rotations. So smoke towards CT spawn has landed from Mihu. They're also feigning top mid control. But it does look like they're pivoting back towards this B bomb site. So keeping the A players honest, keeping the B players honest. And right now what's being communicated is there's util on both sides of the map. So ViCi aren't quite sure where this attack is coming in. And that late smoke now over towards the long side is going to keep Kaze planted. It's going to be a 2v4 on B. Very
timing.
shortly.
Good timing on that smoke. It's far from ideal. It looks like there'll be about 20 seconds for them to forge a path into B. The smoke's already deployed. Do they want to go through this?
Looks like it.
Flashes are coming. Here comes Mihu straight in. The spearhead of the assault. Flash evaded. Spray off the mark. It's Zerg with the double. Transfers with ease. Bomb to go down. 3v3. Breeze to get it down, and now Kaze's making things interesting.
There's no kit for this retake. Might need to get a bit of a move on here. 40 seconds has started only just, though.
Dan and Breeze look like they want to take a double swing. Here they come, counting down together. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, it's perfect. They get them both. Almond, the late arrival. Stands low. It doesn't even get to pull the trigger. All right, EG just running towards the finish.
That was way too simple just there, wasn't it? And you called it perfectly. You know, they looked calm. They didn't look flustered. They didn't even feel like they were under pressure and just hitting a couple of clean and easy shots. 14-5, the scores read now, and Money back in a bit of an abysmal position. ViCi have two options. We force buy. You know, it's going to be a weak. This was great from Zerg. That molly forces the first player forward, continues the spam, gets that crab work going. And stands awareness here, you know, just ready for it. Great stuff, and the smiles on the faces, I think, say it all. Taking a quick look here at the buys, and you can see it will just be a half investment from ViCi. They can get a full gun round in to defend against 16.
Yeah.
But unless somebody steps up, this is 15.
And I think, you know, you see how intently EG are calling, communicating, and trying. I want to make it clear that, A, that's obviously what we'd expect, but B, if you've got another best of 3 for a main event spot, if you can do your hardest to work as quickly, you know, get as quickly through this game and have as much time to rest and relax before that next head-to-head. Battle on banana, armored pistols.
It almost got interesting.
Nearly. P250 has managed to equalize just a little. Weapon won't be retrievable. I imagine Obo might do some housekeeping if he gets a moment.
Yeah, throw it over the fence. The balls are hard to get back in this map.
Taking some liberties here, Breeze.
Spotted one. Make that 2. Oh, looks like he might even control into the second here. Jamyoung will take him down, but the bomber has found itself towards the B bomb site. So the AK is nice. And the thing is, they can buy next round anyway. So do they want to contest for this and see if they can make anything happen, or do they want to just get rinsed? Because Obo's pushed on in, Orman coming up banana again. Yeah, I agree with 100% what you're saying. The efficiency right now...
This is what the word, that's the word.
The efficiency is what you need to be looking for if you're EG, right? You lose a sloppy round, you know, you drag up for an extra 4 or 5 because, you know, you made an over peak or it was a miscomm or somebody did something silly. Avoid all that. Make it quick, go back to your room, right? Have a bit of a rest, have a bit of a talk. Really allow Daps and Stan to work on the game plan. And then maybe even have a midday nap. You know, you're going to have plenty of time for this. There's a whole nother best of 3 series before they will be taking on Mouse Sports later today. A 2-0 sounds a whole lot better than a 3-map affair ending on Ancient, where nobody knows what to expect.
Dude, imagine the fruity ViCi gaming strats we could see if they get to a third. So yeah, EG, it is almost compulsory in terms of putting their best foot forward in that Mouse Sports head-to-head, that this game is an open and shut case. At the moment, Inferno, it's not bucking that trend. We do see a handful, make it 2 hands full, of map points.
I see what you did there. Unless we're talking about the guy who had 7 fingers.
That guy's not involved at all.
No, he's not in the conversation.
Now, we do get everything, every bell and whistle you could desire. I'd love to see a Kaze pop off. What we got? What do we got? Early, deep CT smoke. That is right out of CT spawn.
Saw that one brought into fashion by G2, haven't we? But it's a bit deeper than theirs as well.
Sure, it has intentions, but for now, Apps control being fought for. Almond just taking a lot of liberties. That's a great molly to at least ensure some control. Cycling through their CT util, and then two players starting to just rotate and float back towards A. Zoking clearly feeling under threat.
They just used all of those nades in Banana, then didn't take control. So they've just thrown away a couple of $1,000s worth of utility here for nothing. This is going to get really tense now for ViCi. There's pressure all across the map. He left again to his own device's top Banana with the bomb. So I think that might tell us where the ending of this round is going to come on through, or most likely. But the split right now is perfect for EG. They can just play ViCi like a fiddle, feign this top mid control again. Now there's no info, and now back towards B for a simple execute with the light util they have left. This is looking great.
Could you draw a fiddle if I asked you to? Like you have a mental image?
It's like a flute.
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, either way, this one is looking like a bit of a bid to be split here. Stan and Breeze are about to accelerate into Zoking. They need to get him down. Denied the first stand. Breeze gets the trade, and now the B hit comes in. Kaze with the AWP for the back of the side strikes, and there's 10 seconds left. Oh,
let's get into it. 10 seconds. That bomb needs to go down. Obo has it on his back, and he's still clearing new box, and he's defended. Eesh, that was a chance, like a round-winning chance for Kaze, but flute, Chad, you said?
Yeah, like a flute.
Yeah, kind of, except more like a violin. But with Gucci, or any other luxury brand.
Well, it's a 2-1-3, Alex. How does this one go?
I'll tell you exactly how it goes. I reckon Almond's the first to die, to Breeze, and then Jam Young dies as well. Oh, what do you have? 16-5, EG looking calm, and they collect. They'll take Inferno, we'll take a break. When we do come back, we'll be jumping into the second. EG looking to make this neat and tidy. ViCi on the ropes. We'll be right back.